next city. The next city was Solwezi.
Now Solwezi was the interesting one.
Solwezi's got a special place in our heart, you know.
Solwezi is like the forgotten city. Now Solwezi was never actually part of the plan, but we have some friends that live in Solwezi. So we were like, we can't go to Zambia and not go to Solwezi.
Man, the enemy was scared of what God was gonna do, man. Because I remember the morning before we left. Before, it was just a weird morning, man.
Some of us had weird dreams, and I don't know. We all woke up and it was kind of weird.
The enemy was trying to mess things around, but you know, God had already prepared a strategy for us. So Solwezi is not so far from Kitwe where we were. Just that the roads are bad, man. I think my spine shifted a little bit.
Couldn't even sleep or rest on the road because it was bumpy and it was hard. It was hard going. Jay is like superhuman. Somehow he just decided, I don't care about no bumps, I need my sleep.
Even though the roads were bad, I could sleep. And two things: I had to eat, I had to sleep. Those were my two things. So I slept, but eventually we got there. And Solwezi was also remarkable, man. When we got there, we were told that there was people who had traveled like over 100 Ks just to come and spend the afternoon with us, you know, with what God was doing with the tour. So it was humbling, and it was just awesome to see, man. I think all the towns that we went to, in terms of being organized and prepping everything, Solwezi was at the top, man. Everything, our supporting team, the artists, everything was on lock. The guys were ready. I don't know where the energy came from, man. I really can't tell you. It's like the moment we just like started, and just from the prayer and the time we just got on stage to do the music, was just amazing. God just electrified us so much.
Never in my life, like, you know, you come to youth here in Johannesburg, or you go to like church or whatever else, and you don't feel that fire that was there that day. Like, it was crazy.
I think it's body work. Yeah, it was body work. I remember the guys actually even they enjoyed the song so much. They actually even just jumped on stage just to join me, and they were just dancing along and just having some time in the presence of the Lord. I think that was pretty cool, you know.
They were expectant. They were waiting for God to come and move.
The Solwezi altar call was incredible, man. Just like wave after wave after wave. I remember God was just dropping things in our spirits. The presence of God was like, it was so tangible and so heavy. I remember, I think it was the third or the last time we had called the guys to come over for prayer. Like before I even just like go to the guy had already even fallen. That's how much the presence of God was in that place.
The kind of expectation that the people had there, the hunger, it was insane. It was tangible.
Solwezi, I know I'd even mentioned it to the youth leaders there, that there's something special that God is doing there, and most of the things that are gonna like make moves in Zambia, they're gonna start in that place simply because of their heart, you know. And we're looking forward to definitely go back there, and I'm sure by then it's gonna be complete. And we left Solwezi. I think Solwezi was one town that like we left early because we had to be in Ndola the following morning. It was actually it was a busy evening, well, for Jean at least, because he had to preach the following morning. Ndola is not so far from Kitwe. It's less than an hour drive if you're fast. We were at Dad's church, Full Gospel, POG.
Got to do like a mini concert, because Jay and Amelia had to fly out later that day.
Man, I can still hear the church singing along to the last song, the song Glory.
The sound. I mean, at some point it was just a cappella, no backing instruments, nothing. But to hear that collective sound of the people worshiping God was it. That song.
It was just so beautiful, man. Jean shared the word, powerful, man. We were so blessed by it. Unfortunately, had to leave that afternoon. From there, straight from church, had to rush to the airport with Amelia. This entire trip, you can't experience something like this and be the same. It's just shifted the way I approach everything so far, not just music, but my life in general. We are social creatures, and God made us for each other. So anytime you do something to empower someone else or to help someone else, there's just something that gets something that shifts inside of you. In all honesty, man, I think this tour, the person that's changed the most is myself. I don't want to lose that. I want to just go deeper. I want to person more. God cares for us, and the moment we make Him the center of our lives and our focus, everything else falls into place. And that's where this tour has left me. Not just my life, but where the focus where each of us as believers should be. We have been called to go out and make disciples. We haven't been called to just be in the church and receive and just pray and go back home. No, we have to go out there and make disciples. Because if you think about it, people think we are superstars, we are celebrities. We're not. We're just average people. We're just. And if God can use me and the guys to go to Zambia and have His word proclaimed, He can use you as well. So all that God is looking for is somebody to say yes. Somebody to say, Lord, send me, and I'll go. Every single day, everything I do, I'm very conscious of that now. Because any moment is an opportunity to just share Jesus with someone else. God loved Zambia, man. You could see, even just from what we were experiencing, that, there's something special here, and I just pray that they may continue to just pursue God more. It's one of those things that you get back, you're tired, you're spent, but you want to do it all over again, So that's where I'm at, man. I just pray that as you watch this, you'll be encouraged and you'll be blessed, and it might just encourage you to just walk into what God has called you to do. It's your boy Jhey-Dot. Love you so much, man, and God bless. Peace out. The first time I played basketball in Kitwe, I sucked. I did suck. I think it's because I was unfit. I was on the road. My lungs were sore. I hadn't eaten well, so I sucked. But I'll be back.